516-572-7440. The tickets will be left at will call. Nothing will be mailed. So 516-572-7440 if you want to win tickets to see the Ducks. It's so, like I said, never been to a Ducks game before this year. I've been to 2 in the last couple of weeks. Love it, love it, love it.
It's worth the wait on the Saginaw Coast or the Sunrise Highway.
And I didn't have any. I got there in no time. Yeah. It was unbelievable. It's so conveniently located. It's 43A, because now I know it by heart because I've now done it several times. 43A on the Saginaw Coast, because that exit was built after the Saginaw Coast was there, so they couldn't give it. There's already a 43 north and south exit or something, so they had to put an A there because it was built because they couldn't make another 44 because there was already a 44, which I think is Sunrise Highway or whatever it is. So they put 43 because they built the courthouses there. There's a ton of hotels going up over there right now too, along with the town of Islip. They're building right outside the stadium. They're building a fireman's museum. And there's actually a duck pond, which I think is cool to do with the Long Island Ducks. There's a duck pond right out there, right next to the stadium.
And
so
free parking, too.
Free parking, totally free parking. And it's weather protected parking because you are underneath a roof. And it's real close.
Sun, too,
sun. You're right, that matters because nowadays it gets hot. It's and on June 20th, which is when these tickets are for, on June 20th, it'll be, and the game starts at 6:35. Sun won't go down until essentially like 8:45 on that night.
So when you're schwitzing at the game... You can go to your cool car.
Exactly. There you go. I love having the. I have it now. It also helps against car bombs. But I have the automatic start. So I leave the AC on. I just press the button. So all of a sudden, the AC is waiting for me when I walk back from the Ducks game to the car. I'm like, all right. And because I am in the mob, I didn't get blown up. So it worked out pretty well.
And you don't have to drive all the way to Queens.
No, you don't.
DC.
And so many people live
baseball.
closer to Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip that it's closer.
Yeah.
It's not as far as driving on the Grand Central past LaGuardia, which is now construction zone right now, or let alone going to the Bronx. So look up this summer. Go to the Somerset Patriots website and see some of the players that are on the Somerset Patriots right now. Because I'd be interested to see in what pro. I've now been to enough Ducks games this year that I'm starting to take on favorites. My favorite is the catcher Alex Berg. I watched him the other day, and I was so close to the field. You could hear he got catcher. There's a reason why catchers, and we're speaking of Buster Posey before. There's a reason why catchers, it just takes such a toll on them. This guy was getting hit in the head. He got hit in the head with a backswing. He got hit in the arm with a foul tip. I mean, this guy was constantly, and I could hear him, in pain. He was in a lot of pain during that game. So Alex, and he's got really cool hair too. So my favorite Duck right now is Alex Berg, the catcher. Though they have some other good players.
I don't see any names of note.
I probably know them, but so again, first call to 516-572-7440.
This guy sounds familiar. Brian LaHair.
How do you spell that name?
LaHair.
Oh, let me see I'll look at the roster and just. Did you have the roster up?
Yeah.
So we're looking at the Somerset.
I've been to their ballpark. They have a nice ballpark too.
And that's in Somerset, New Jersey, right?
Somerset County.
Somerset County, right? Which is a very nice county.
In Bridgewater, New Jersey.
Very, very nice county.
The Raritan Valley line in the New Jersey Transit.
Because you are the king of public transportation.
Change at Newark Penn.
Which nice bus goes there?
No.
Which is it's Mitch Atkins. I remember he played somewhere but that's Jerome Williams was a pitcher as well. He's born in 81, so that makes him 36 years old. Yeah, he was in the majors. I remember him as well. But the Somerset Patriots don't want to. Will Oliver, I remember him in the majors. There's a lot of the Angels had so many pitchers that there's always a guy who pitched for the Angels that was there. That's in the Atlantic League.
How much longer is Mike Scioscia going to be the manager of the Angels?
I wonder that all the time. There's a guy who actually dashed all Mets fans' hopes in 1988. Who could, he's a guy who won a World Series for the Angels. So he's a guy who. He's kind of they'll give him a long enough leash because he did bring a World Series to the Angels, something they never had before and haven't had since. And so he's still got. But now it's like, well, Mike, you've sort of outlived your usefulness to us. So
It's different though because they're like in LA, and the second team in LA,
Right.
but it's not like the Mets and the Yankees, like where there's one team better than another.
Well, that's the thing. The Rockies are doing really well this year, but they're in Colorado, and those things tend to
Get lost in the mountains.
Yeah, wear on you. So, do the Dodgers? Are they the team to beat in the West? I don't know. And what do we have? Speaking of teams to beat in the West,
Whatever that guy last year, who
About
was
16.
so the Golden State Warriors are up by. So it's a home game, so it makes sense that they're winning they're holding serve, as they say. But the Warriors are up 80-64 right now in the third quarter. And I'm looking at some of these celebrities in the front row. I think I saw Adam Duritz from the Counting Crows.
Kevin Hart is there. Rihanna's there. Jay-Z.
who was that guy
There's a few
last
people.
year for the Rockies who had those home runs in the beginning of the year, the rookie last year? Now he's second.
Well, there's Charlie Blackmon, who's like leading the league in everything
No,
right
No,
now.
he played. And didn't he play third base?
yeah. Last
forgot-
year he had
yeah.
like the most home runs for a rookie. last
Third baseman's fantastic. What's Nolan Arenado? Because he's a really good player. He's the third baseman. But this is really so. It's third quarter, under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Golden State's up by 16.
Yeah.
Do we think that the Cavaliers get closest to any closer? Get it close.
They would have to get it some way under 10 by the end of this quarter. If not, if it's over 10, then I think this game is done. They would have to get this score, I'll say like an 84-73 type of score. I mean, whoa.
Just cut it to 10.
Yeah, 75 or, you know what I mean? Yeah, they got to cut it down to 10 for us to feel like there could be a comeback in this fourth quarter. But
I will say, this: the Warriors have done a pretty good job of having all of their fans wear yellow.
yeah,
Because that just looks, in high definition television, that looks really good. But that's also something that a small town team mentality. Like, you're not going to see Knicks fans wear, everyone wear blue or wear orange. Just not going to happen. They're too busy wearing suits.
and just as I said something, they cut it to 12. But what it looked like right now is what everybody's saying, that having Kevin Durant tips the scale just a little bit, and it just looks like a little bit too much right now.
And all of the starters are still in, right? No one's sitting.
Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
What
That's
I see right now is that they're playing too much me ball. They're not playing as a team.
Right.
Who Cavs?
Yeah, the Cavs.
LeBron will take it up, or Kyrie take it up, and it's a pick and roll isolation type thing.
Right now.
You can't beat the Warriors.
Well, this is a double-digit lead, and this game still has a lot of game left in it, is a punch to the jaw of the Cavaliers. It's like the Warriors saying, we're ready for you.
Yeah.
You know what? You got us good last year. We were up 3-1, and you proceeded to get us the rest of the way. Well, now we got Kevin Durant, and we're healthy, and Now, with that said, there's a lot of game left in here, and if the Warriors blow this game, whoa, that's forget everything I just said, because it goes the other way around.
Now, how many finals has Richard Jefferson played in now?
Ex New Jersey man, right?
Yeah, that's what I don't know. He played 2 with the Nets. What is this, his 4th now?
This is his 4th year.
He always looked like a male model playing basketball to me every time I saw the guy.
Yeah,
University of Arizona.
Which is
Wildcats.
And they're setting high picks on him.
I think when he won last year, it was his 15th season. Could you imagine growing up playing basketball, not knowing that you're going to win a championship to like your 15th season in the NBA?
But if you look at the kind of money he's made in his career, it's triple-digit millions. It's
it's just crazy. You just never know. And then some people, like, I'm sure Charles Barkley didn't think he wouldn't win, and Carmelo wouldn't think he'd be in a situation.
Think about everyone thought that it was fixed that the Knicks got that number 1 pick for Patrick Ewing. Oh, it's unfair, blah, blah, blah. Patrick Ewing and the Knicks never won a championship.
What about Juwan Howard?
Dunks it.
Or the Fat Mello?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Juwan Howard was a guy who was not the best of the Fab Five. It was supposed to be Chris Webber. Juwan Howard wound up having such a... Jalen Rose had a great career as well. But I'm going to answer the phone right now, but off air, so you guys talk.
Yeah, so this game... who just hit a 3-pointer? And he's lifted his leg up. Curry, you see that move right there. That little swagger.
Yeah. No.
The finals has started.
No, finals have started, and it might have just ended also, because the way this looks, the pieces that Cleveland picked up is not even a factor in this matchup. The Kyle Korver, he's not hitting his 3. Darren Williams is not being that point guard off the bench. So far, the picks that they picked up haven't even showed up. And right now, even Kyrie is a little gone. It looks like 2 years ago when LeBron was by himself, basically, because it's him, and then if he can't score coming down or get a wide open assist, they're not scoring the ball. But that's the thing you got to realize too, that the Warriors always been a great defensive team, but now having Kevin Durant with his length now, about a 7'5" wingspan, it just only makes them better. So it's harder for them.
So we have an official winner?
Yep. We got Jim from Farmingdale. So I'm writing down all the information right now. But congratulations to Jim from Farmingdale, who won the pair of tickets, pair of tickets, same thing, right? To see the Long Island Ducks take on the Somerset Patriots on Tuesday, June 20th at 6:35 p.m. The Long Island Ducks bring you Atlantic League baseball all summer long at Bethpage Ballpark. Don't say the Bethpage Ballpark. It's at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip. Now, I wonder if there's a Central Islip ballpark in Bethpage. But anyway, at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip. For the full schedule, tickets, and other information, you may visit liducks.com. And I recommend, my kid and his friends were hooked on, you spin a wheel behind home plate, you can win tickets and Dave and Buster coupons and Pizza Hut coupons. And so this kid Owen that we took to the game the other day, his mother gave him $20 to buy stuff for us. I'm like, no, don't worry, whatever. He's like, well, okay, I'll buy ice cream at the end. No. He spent $20. Well, spent $18 on spinning this wheel. so I guess we got a little gambler on our hands there. But
they start young nowadays.
Yeah, they certainly do. So we've got about. Well, in 1 minute, I'm going to start the closing music. So what do you gentlemen have to say for yourself right now? Well, we've run the gamut on. We've talked about just about everything in the world of sports today. Baseball, basketball, football.
I'd say, I don't know why Mr. Met was there today, but keep him home for the weekend. Let's bring out, it's a Mrs. Met weekend at Citi Field.
I don't know when Mrs. Met was first introduced. That's something we have to look up.
Well, I think she came back. She was there.
That's what I thought, yeah.
She was there
and
whatever. In the 70s or the 80s, and maybe we can get a quick 30-second or less comment.
Call here on Sports Talk. Oh, there you go. Yep, that's called the dial tone. So, so we've got FM Punk coming up next with Riley. You ought lock it in. You should listen to every single show on the station, including the Nassau Morning Madhouse, weekdays at 9 a.m. That's the Nassau Morning Madhouse, weekdays at 9 a.m. Let's start the closing music right now. All right, Mark Tchaikovsky, what do you say for yourself?
Disappointing day for the Mets, but hopefully they'll take it this weekend against the Pirates.
All right, how about you, Tristan Hamilton?
We've waited all season for this. I hope this is not a sweep or a 5-game series.
This is looking disgusting, and I might just treat this like 2K. I just might stimulate to the draft.
That was KJ Brooks. I'm Chris Muldoon. Don't forget, Saturday morning at 9 o'clock on a Saturday, Piano Man with me on 90.3 WHBC. Don't forget Sports Talk every Thursday evening, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., 100% commercial free. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for lending your ears. Twitter.com/Sports Talk 903. We will see you on the airwaves. Bye, everybody.